Hello, everyone. So, I was thinking about this and I wanted us to consider this the next time we do something. I hear all of these references to our digital footprint, and what we do online is out there forever. Well, we have to understand that the same is for our lives, our spiritual lives, which governs our physical life. Whatever we do, by deed, by thought, by words that we speak, that becomes our spiritual footprint. And whatever footprints we have made, bad or good, they are out there waiting to meet us again, waiting to manifest at some point, some way in our lives. There's no way that we could do something or do something bad. Let's say there's no way that we could do something bad and just say, okay, well, I'm just going to change my ways and walk away from it. No, because you've already put that footprint out there. You've already put that thing out in the spiritual realm. That's why the Bible states that we reap what we sow, that God is not mocked. So whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So whatever you put out there is going to come back to you. And think about it as your spiritual footprint. I say all of this because I think about sometimes we do things in our house, and we have to, first of all, understand that one of the targets of the enemy is the nuclear family, which would be the parents and the children. So if the enemy can break up the nuclear family, then so many children will be vulnerable to him. And then by these children being vulnerable to him, then he's done his duty in destroying the future generation. You have so many girls out here that are looking for boyfriends when they're like 9 and 10 years old, because most of them, I'm not saying all, but most of them have daddy issues because their father wasn't in the home, and the love that they should have gotten from their father, they didn't get. That attention that they should have gotten from that male presence in their life, they did not get. And that starts at home. You teach your children how to be from home. So when that is broken up and they don't see that properly in the home, then they go out and they look for it in other places. And unfortunately, it doesn't always wind up leading them to a good place. It's never good for them, I think, at that age to be looking for anyone to show them love beside their parents. But there are some stories that end up more tragically than others. And so I just said all that to get to the point about the digital footprint. The spiritual footprint. So if the enemy can destroy that the child sees in the beginning, if the enemy can destroy what is supposed to be our solace, what is supposed to be our haven away from everything, then we are destroyed, because we deal with so many things in life. We deal with so many things on the job, and we deal with certain things that go on just in our day-to-day activities. In our commute to the job or going out with friends, someone may do something that we don't like, and we're able to go back home and we're able to think about the day. If we didn't like it, then we can gather ourselves again. But when there's no peace in the home, then how do we gather ourselves? What about that person that is living in the midst of chaos? How do they get away from the chaos when you're living in your home in the midst of chaos? There's no peace. You're going to work, there's no peace. You're in a relationship where there's no peace. Where do you get peace? How do you bring yourself together? A lot of people wind up killing themselves and losing their lives. At a point, where it was before what was ordained for them. They should not have left the earth at that early period because of obviously not being able to get any type of peace anywhere. So here we have it. We have in our house, and let's say we did something that wasn't right in the house. We fought with let's say we fought with our spouse, and fighting is normal. Unfortunately, it's not something that we should do, but the Bible says that we should be angry, but sin not. So we get angry. We as human beings, we have feelings. We get angry. Someone is going to do something that you don't like, and you will express yourself, or the next person will express themselves to you. Now, when you guys express yourself in whatever manner you express yourself in, so if you've screamed at this person and they've screamed at you, and you guys have given way to anger and you've exchanged any type of curse words at each other or bad words at each other and just negative comments, those things are spirits. They are spirits. And once we've done that, so the inkling to fight, of course, is not only a response to what the person has done to you, but it's also in response to thoughts that are in your head. So once somebody does something to you, you get a thought, well, you need to react this way. And once we succumb to that thought, then we're succumbing to the suggestion of a spirit. And then once we've done that, we've invited that spirit unknowingly to live in our midst, to be active in our midst. So we can forgive each other the next day, but understand that that spirit still has access to you because you've not driven it out. And I noticed this, and it was something that I didn't know because it was something that I didn't realize, I guess, because I'm thinking, okay, you do whatever, you can fight with someone, and then you guys make up. Okay, it's fine. There's peace in the air, but no, that spirit is still there. And if that spirit is not going to operate in you because you've conquered it, then that spirit will attach itself to your children, or that spirit will try to attach itself to people who come to your house and make them fight with you. But those spirits, once you let them in, they are relentless. They may be dormant for a while, but they are not gone. So I just wanted us to be aware of that. If you allow anything into your house, if you allow anything, especially if you have children, be aware of that. Be aware of things that go on in your house. If there's anything that goes on in your house that you do not like, make sure that you pray and that you, from time to time, drive these things out. I mean, if you have to make a list of what went on during the week, if there was confusion in your house, if there was any type of discord, if there was any type of division, if there was any type of sickness, anything in your house, you want to make sure you go through your house and drive these things out, because they definitely will try to manifest. Because once you've reacted in that way, like I gave the fighting example, once you reacted in that way and you've given way to that spirit will definitely linger there, because that's your spiritual footprint, and it will always find its way back to you because of the footprints you left in the spirit. So I pray that you all be blessed. Until next time.